What's up, agents, and welcome back to the DJ Tickle Summer Recap. We're at Lincoln Memorial and we're playing with CC. If you're wondering what I'm talking about, I'm going over all of my loadouts while I'm away on my summer holiday. And yeah, this is a really good one. CC can be fire, as I'm going to show you in just a second, or it can be, riot form or something like that. It can be absolutely anything. Now, this build absolutely shines if things are close together, and that is literally why I am showing you on Lincoln Memorial, because if you hit that spawn with a spread of flame, oh my, things just die. We've got our Scorpio with us just in case, because if anything gets close to us, it can hurt. But obviously there's a few chunky monkeys in this mission as well, and you'll find you'll need to Scorpio them just to keep them out, keep yourself out of trouble, really. Now, two things to note: see, if you aim like that and double tap with your sticky bomb, you can insta fire it with exactly where you're aiming. And if you also want to set the clem on fire without having to shoot it, you just double tap the skill. I know a lot of people always ask me that. And this now, watch, double tap, set them on fire, and there we go. And obviously we know we could have preempted that down at the bottom. So there, we know where they're going to come from, but we'll oh, are we going to get him? Oh, we missed. Set him on fire, and then we'll turn around and we'll get this guy here before he causes any trouble at all. And obviously it just makes for a very, very easy run, especially if you're with teammates. How did that not set anything on fire? And the Scorpio will also provide CC. If you end up shooting an enemy a lot of times and chunking away, you'll do that also. As well, obviously, with picking up spec ammo like this, so just tagging something with the flamethrower will also set it on fire, and then it will also spread, pun intended, like wildfire. Anyway, I don't really need to show you much else with this build, because it's kind of just standard that this is one of the best builds in the game when it comes to fire CC. So whatever guns you want, like I said, I would always use the Scorpio with this. It just, especially if you're going to be solo, right, it just gives you that little bit of an extra breather. I like the flamethrower because basically I can also tag with fire damage as well. Just makes it really, really nice. You've got two options now. This was made a long time ago when our only option for one brand set bonus, the first brand set bonus anyway, was status effects. We now have electric, which is much easier to get. It always comes with the core attribute rolled as yellow. As you can see with this, I had to get skill haste, status effects, and then re-roll the core attribute, which was blue, to skill tier. You don't have to do that anymore. You could just slide in with an electric piece instead, and yeah, way easier. Just re-roll one of the attributes. All you have to do is get one of these correct. And then we're going to put on the Vile Mask. It just makes a lot of sense. It comes with status effects, comes with the skill tier, and does a lot of extra damage from the toxic delivery the minute we put the fire status effect on any of the enemies. And then really easy to farm, we've got Eclipse Protocol, one of the best sets in the game. We've got status effects, we've got skill haste, we've got hazard protection, and then for the 4-piece we've got indirect transmission, whereas where this set absolutely shines. Your status effects now spread on kill to all enemies within 10 meters and refresh 50% of the duration. Comes with skill tier, status effects, and skill haste, but then the backpack, it just makes it even better. Amplifies all damage you deal to status effects enemies by 30%. So not only are we putting status effects everywhere so that they burn for longer, we're now getting 30% extra amp damage on them as well from that burn. Then the chest piece, again, gives us better. It's going to emphasize what we're doing. So you can see here, it increases indirect transmission range from 10 to 15 meters, but it also refreshes the percentage from 50 to 75. So meaning they're going to go back to, so they're not going to get 100% of that length on spread, but they get 75% of it. And with all the status effects that we got rolled into this, just means, yeah, we have got such a long burn effect, such a high damage burn effect as well. As you can see, everything's just rolled with status effects. Now, you can run whatever you want here. These are the two I would definitely recommend. but you could run a CC and a sticky bomb if you wanted to. It also depends if you're playing solo or in a team. You know, a lot of people in a team like a riot form CC player. You know, you can then do riot form and then put a damage or a fire skill on with your secondary skill. It's totally up to you. It's extremely versatile. If you need to rock Oxy, you can rock Oxy with this as well, and it will do the job nicely. This is going to have been day 3 of the DJ Tickle Summer recap. Let's have a look if we can just get some stats here for you. So you can see here on the launcher, the damage is 672, but then the burn damage is 260, which is quite high, with a 13.7 second burn duration. And that's basically all your reds, all your purples are just dead, right? They're just dead. Yellows, you might have to put a couple of shots with Scorpio in, depending on what kind of enemy they are. But yeah, they're just dead and you've nothing to worry about. But then you can crack out a huge amount of damage with the sticky, you know, over 1 mil on the damage there as well. But don't forget, don't explode it straight away. Let it hit them. Let it apply the burn effect as well. And then obviously then take them out with the explosion. And that will also spread that fire damage. Also, yeah, just really nice. And yeah, great build. I absolutely love it. And it's just one that I always stick with. Tomorrow we're going to talk tank builds for a little bit of a spoiler. So don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.